Yo, what's going on guys, and welcome back to Grim. Today I am going to give you a warning up front about this video. If you're a big Overwatch fan, you might get a little butthurt over this, but I'm about to go in on this dead game. Funny how I say that while playing CSGO in the background, which is nearing the same fate as Overwatch. Anyways, I'm not going to get into that. I am about to go in on some really cringy stuff that has emerged from the beautiful gold mine that is Overwatch though. But don't worry guys, I'm not too biased. I will get around to making videos like this on quite a few games probably down the road, as Overwatch is not the only one to suffer from these cringy moments. I mean, it's the gaming community, there's gonna be a lot of them. We're not the most socially aware group out there, I will say. Anyways, I'd like to think we're better than bronies at least, but after these clips, you might think differently. The first clip that really made me decide to want to make this video was something that recently happened, like yesterday or a couple days ago, and it was at the Korean Overwatch Contenders Final, which is a very high-level tournament for Overwatch, where after a long, hard battle, Team Runaway won the whole thing, and got their trophy to reward them for all their hard work. Check out the clip here.
From 295 players, and they come in to have Runaway's best tournament ever, undefeated, not dropping a single series, and dropping very few maps. Highest win rate in Korean Overwatch history on the run to a final.
Wait. That's like a placeholder trophy, right? You know, maybe they forgot to switch it out for the real one because that thing snapped with such little force that I'm saying there's no way that is the real trophy. Imagine working your butt off for years in this game to be the best in your country, and you finally arrive to the apex of your competitive career. Played the best games that you've ever played in a very high-stakes competition against some of the best teams in your country, and you get rewarded with a trophy that someone made in their ceramics class in high school that falls apart with the smallest amount of force. I'm surprised those arms didn't fall off from gravity with how easily that snapped. I do feel so bad for these dudes, and I know Blizzard still probably has enough money to make them a better trophy, but I don't even know if they did that much. It still is a really bad look for them.
And they win it 4-1. And unfortunately, on the other side of the coin for Element Mystic, it's another night in one step closer to a championship where they fall short. The momentum shift swings against them. And for them, this night will probably still be remembered as a night of chokes. They die as they did to Uchiordi in the round of 8 on Lijiang Tower. For Runaway, this...
Kudos to the production team for having lightning fast reflexes on that control board. As soon as that thing snapped, they switched to the wide angle without missing a beat. But what's even worse is the camera angle that they cut back to, where the cameraman zooms in on the trophy, where you can get a close-up of this thing, and it's fully revealed that this is made of hollow plastic, basically. And honestly, after seeing that, I really don't know what they expected to happen with this trophy. With a bunch of people lifting it up, you gotta expect there's gonna be some tugging on it, and that cheap thing's just gonna snap. I do love the awkward, frantic reactions of the team as well, as obviously this is their big moment, and they kind of got thrown a curveball to them in that regard. But as much as I'm bagging on this clip, I do have to hand it to them. They grinded super hard in this game to reach the top of the player list and become some of the best in the world. Something that I've obviously never been able to do anything close to being that good in any of the countless multiplayer games that I've played in my past. So even though this moment was unfortunately very awkward for them and will never be wiped off the internet, they should feel really proud of their accomplishments, and we can't hate on them. Alright guys, so that was a nice intro, you know, glide us into it, but this next one is tough, okay? This is a legendary cringe clip, and if there was a Hall of Fame for this type of stuff, I think this would be one of the plaques lining the Great Hallway of Cringe. With that being said, it never got as big as I hoped it would, so there's a good chance many of you actually haven't seen it. Basically, this gamer girl is having a little session with her friends on Overwatch, where she is just trying to play, you know, like anyone else. They're just trying to play the game and have fun and win. And unfortunately, she is matched up with, without a doubt, one of the creepiest dudes that I have ever heard. I don't know how, but you can hear how bad he smells through the screen. Like, seriously, I mean that.
Hell yeah. I love me some ladies.
Okay, real quick, I know we've barely gotten into this clip, but if you're trying to flirt with a woman and she hits you with that unenthusiastic giggle, like, just give up there. There is no recovering from a... Trust me.
What kind of socks are you wearing right now?
White fluffy socks.
Hell yeah.
That's by far the strangest question I've ever been asked.
Well, I can ask stranger.
Oh no, we're good.
No, this is just not how you interact with someone. Regardless of if you're flirting with them or not, you just don't talk to people like this. First of all, you know this dude's super weird when the first actual question he asks her is what socks she's wearing. Then he hits her with, I can ask stranger? I seriously feel violated as a third party just watching this from how creepy and weird this dude is. Let's watch some more.
Come on, we got 2 soldiers for that Pharah.
Oh. I got her.
Hey, good job, sweetie. Oh, we're playing the same person. Hell yeah. We got a lot in common.
Tracer got me.
I redeemed you, sweetheart. Don't worry.
Okay, at this point, you guys understand just how creepy this is, right? Is this the worst thing you've seen all week?
Hell yeah.
Well, me too. Luckily, there isn't too much more to this one. You know, just a casual verbal assault on this woman once the game ends. Nothing big, you know, just the creepiest thing ever. So I guess the moral of the story here is just don't be like this guy, no matter what you do. This is by far one of the worst gaming interactions I have ever had the unfortunate opportunity of witnessing, and that should at least serve as a prime example of what not to do when trying to pick up gamer girls. Hopefully you were already sunken deep into your seat because the last clip today is a banger. But before we get into that, if you guys could scroll down and hit subscribe if you're enjoying the video so far, so you never miss ones like this in the future, as well as hitting that bell to get notified every time we post, since YouTube sub boxes are pretty scuffed at the moment. Well, I don't think they've been good since like 2015, but anyways, if you've subbed with notifications, comment notifications on below, and I'll try to reply as many as I can. But that's right, up next, we got my main cringe lord, success-mongering ex-Snapchat legend, DJ Khaled in the building, treating us to one of the worst live performances that I have ever seen. This is at an Overwatch League competition. I don't know if it's like in between games or as a closing performance, but for some reason, Blizzard thought it would be really cool to have DJ Khaled perform. And I should say perform in quotes, as he literally isn't in any of the songs they play, save for his couple of ad-libs. And he's not even up there DJing, he even outsourced that part of it, so I don't even know what he's doing on stage here. He hits that classic live performance ritual of cutting the music and having the audience sing, which usually makes for a great moment in the concert, but seeing how this is a bunch of Overwatch fans that have probably very little crossover with DJ Khaled's actual fan base, when he actually cuts the music, almost nobody knows the words.
Let's go! New York! Sing it!
And he thinks, oh well, time for some arm waving. Okay, this part absolutely kills me. Khaled hits this crazy dance move straight out of his Zumba class, and then it cuts over to a shot of the little brother from Fresh Off the Boat, and his face is just one of absolute disappointment and confusion. The poor kid even decided to cosplay as Lifeguard McCree, which actually is pretty cool, and he was super excited for this event and now has to suffer through this embarrassing performance. Just the faces on a lot of the people in this clip, you'll see they're just very confused and wondering why they're having to even sit through this. They just want to watch some gameplay.
New York, I love you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so after that, Khaled's mic basically gets shut off, as you heard, and the DJ switches it up to a song I haven't heard before, and I don't know if there was something wrong with his equipment because the song slows down midway through and then kind of speeds back up. And originally, you know, I thought he might be doing it as a way of transitioning in the set, as some DJs will do that if you've ever seen a DJ set. But you can see Khaled just absolutely glaring at the dude. He looks super pissed afterwards, so obviously it wasn't intentional and it kept happening, so he's just thrown for a loop. Of course, this is followed by a few more songs ripe with technical difficulties, nobody singing along, and a sweaty, out-of-breath DJ Khaled not really knowing how to get the audience more into his performance. Honestly, for all parties involved, it's a pretty awkward experience that I think everyone just wants to get through and get over with. Khaled wants his check from Blizzard, and the audience wants to get back to some gameplay. You know, I really don't understand why this big gaming companies out here want these grand shows at their events. Maybe it's for like numbers or to show, hey, we have DJ Khaled at our event. But guys, this is not the Super Bowl. It's a bunch of nerds like me who just want to see their favorite game being played at the highest tier possible, with some great casters covering the action in a live setting. We really don't need much extra stuff beyond that. At least they could put in some effort into getting an artist that has similar fan bases to their games, but I guess I'm just some dude making YouTube videos. What do I know about organizing a live show, right? Anyways, dudes, that does it for today's video. Like I said, I don't have anything against Overwatch primarily. That is not the message I wanted to give in this video. In fact, I used to play it a lot, and it is a fun game. It's just that recent clip of the trophy got me thinking of all the golden cringe moments that this game has offered us. So I decided, you know, I had to poke some fun at the game and go over the earlier COD clips and that creepy Overwatch guy. Anyways, guys, again, if you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe and like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.